I figured I'd do this quick video today because I got a response from the Iowa Department of Corrections on my open records request. As you may recall, I requested open records of my visitation appeal because I'm a pretrial detainee who has pending misdemeanor charge. I have not been in trial, but I've been denied the right to due process to be found guilty of that crime by the Iowa Department of Corrections, specifically Mike Heinrichsey and Mike Savala. And today I received a response from the IDOC, Michael Savala, stating that Iowa Code gives the Iowa Department of Corrections final say in who is allowed into the prisons. They clearly had no problem with allowing 4 correctional officers to carry drugs through the front door in the Anamaosa State Penitentiary for quite some time, undetected. That was okay. Those guys were allowed access. It's also okay if you're employed as a correctional officer, you get a charge and you're employed as a correctional officer, you'll be allowed to keep your keys and walk into the institution every day. But if you're a citizen, a taxpayer, the people that they lean on to pay for these places, and you have a charge that you have not been to court on yet, then you're screwed. The Iowa Department of Corrections will just continue the tyranny, and they will violate the Constitution that says that no man shall be deprived of due process of the law, which is true if you're a correctional officer. And when I spoke with Bill Spursfloggy, the warden at Anamaosa State Penitentiary, he wouldn't make an official comment on it because I think he knew where I was going with the conversation. But I wanted to give you an update on this open records. I think I'm going to probably go ahead and file a lawsuit against these guys for violation of my constitutional rights, specifically since the charge and it just doesn't add up to security risks. Second of all, it's to provide some compassion and friendship to somebody that's been incarcerated for over 2 decades. But clearly, my pending charge that I haven't been to court on far outweighs any rehabilitative or corrective value in the Iowa Department of Corrections, and I can imagine that some of that has to do with current administration. But anyways, I'll update you on my decision to file a lawsuit alleging violation of the Constitution and civil rights, and anything else that I get on the Iowa Department of Corrections, Iowa Public Records. Thanks.